Alright, I'm back. First of all, I'm taking a drink of my Diet Pepsi. I know it's not good for you, but okay. So with my mental health, I have anxiety and panic attacks. I'm bipolar, but I don't know which one I am, either type 1 or type 2. So I'm not sure. I have depression, major depressive disorder. In the winter, I'll explain that in a minute. I have PTSD from trauma. I have OCD, cause, yeah, you know how OCD is, probably. And I have sleep insomnia. So, and if anybody wants to know what I'm on for medicine, I can see if I can post it in this video. But anyways, okay. My OCD, I don't like things to be cluttered. I like to have things organized. And that's why I have stuff on my bed. It's a security thing, like a security blanket. But it's a security thing. I don't know much about why I keep the stuff on my bed. But I know it makes me feel better because I have my stuff organized and what I use every day. I don't know if anybody can relate to that. I used to be a hoarder, but not anymore. I mean, I'm still gonna be a hoarder, but not like I was before. Like, my apartment used to be really bad, but now, since I've had aides come in, I had a really good aide, and she helped me declutter my apartment, and I had given away 6 or 7 bags of donations out of my apartment and about 10 bags of trash, probably more than that, for that one sitting. So I hoard because I feel like there's something missing from my life. I think it's because of all the trauma that I had endured and other stuff that goes along with my PTSD. I don't know if I can say it on social media, but I have been assaulted. I have been sexually assaulted. I have been, the R word. I don't want to say it because I don't want my video to get flagged. But if you know what the R word is, I've been beaten up. Yeah. I didn't have any child abuse growing up. It was more verbal. By others. I'm not gonna say who. But yeah. I've endured a lot. And in this video, it might be a little long, but I just want to explain my story and what happened in my story, because people judge me all the time and it's not right, and I get harassed and I get threatened and nobody will do anything about it. So anyways, my anxiety, I've had anxiety since I was younger. Probably say about, it mostly was in my, teen years. From 10 and up, I'm just gonna estimate. From 10 and up, I used to have really bad anxiety where, like, every time I ate, I would get sick because my anxiety was so bad. And in 8th grade, I only weighed 86 pounds. So, and I ended up going to the hospital. And the doctors thought that I was anorexic, and I wasn't. And back then, they didn't really know about like mental health issues and stuff like that. But, I mean, I was born in 1982, but anyways, so I was sent to St. Lawrence Psychiatric Hospital. I don't know how long I was in there for. But anyways, sorry, I say a lot. And then after that, I was put in BOCES, which is CVES in Plattsburgh, New York. And I stayed there until about 2002. So I got pulled in 8th grade. So I was there for, I think, 94. I was there for like 7 years, 8 years at BOCES. But I did graduate. It just took a little longer. And I ended up getting an IEP diploma. And I used to self-harm because I can't say but I don't do that anymore. Last time I did it was 2017, so I haven't done it since. And I don't have the need to do that. And a message to others that do that: make sure you reach out to help. Like, don't be scared. Like, you're a survivor, you're a fighter. Don't ever give up. Okay, so bipolar, I didn't get diagnosed until later on in the 2010s. I didn't get diagnosed. With bipolar, I was up and down all the time, like on a roller coaster, like the highs and the lows. Sometimes I get in the lows and it's like depression, and then once I'm in the highs, which is manic, I feel like I can do anything in the whole world. Like, it's like a rush feeling when you do something. But that led me to doing stupid stuff. Like in 2008, led me to do something stupid, make a stupid decision that I got in trouble with the law. And I don't want to go into detail, but I had gotten my first felony in 2008, and I didn't get convicted until 2009, and I was on probation for 5 years. And like, I feel like probation helped me, but then in a way I felt like they didn't help me. But it was my decision. I was mandated to go to BHSN in Plattsburgh, New York, and go to mental health court in Plattsburgh, in the city court. And I completed the program. I also got my GED too. I got my GED in 2013. And I felt great when I got my GED. And we're on the timeline still. So 2009, I was on probation. And I kept making dumb choices while I was on probation. So I spent some time in jail. But before I got on probation in 2008, I was in jail. I spent 3 months in jail. And I had to go to rehab because I'm an alcoholic. Well, recovering alcoholic now. But I had to go to rehab in Utica, which was McPike. And I felt like that program, the rehab, helped me out a lot. And then that was in 2008. And then around like 2011, 2010, I don't know, somewhere in between, I ended up getting violated from probation. So I had to go to rehab again because I started drinking. And I had spent some time in MHU in the hospital, CVPH, and spent about a week and a half in the MHU, and then was put on Buspirone. I was put on that, and like, I don't know, I feel like, and then I ended up getting violated from being in the hospital because I was drinking, and I had to go to rehab in, I think it was Auburn. It was Hamilton Hall, and that helped me out. And then I got off probation in 2014, and I found out I was pregnant in April of 2014. I was 15 weeks. I didn't even know I was pregnant. So I had a little boy, and my parents, I had my parents adopt him because I want him to have a better life than what I could give him. And sorry, this part makes me a little sad, but I made the conscious choice of letting them take care of him because I didn't want him to go in the foster care. I want him to have a better life than what I could have gave him. But I'm grateful for my parents because he's now 11, and when I say my favorite kiddo, I mean my son. I mean he's their son, but adopted son. But I just I'm missing all those memories, those little moments, but I've come to realize that he's better off there than what I could have given him. My life, I've struggled so much in my life, and I come out stronger every time, and I don't mean to cry on video. And I have these people harassing me and they won't stop, and sometimes life is not fair. I mean, I'm spilling my heart out to you guys, and I don't know. I just need a moment. That part of my life, he was the best thing I ever had. And for holidays, I give him something. Like, I got them a Valentine's Day gift. I give them birthday gifts. I give them Easter gifts, Christmas gifts, a Boo Basket on Halloween. I'm thinking about him constantly, and I wish he was here with me, but my parents, I'm so grateful for my parents. Always be grateful for your parents, even if you have maybe only one parent left, or your grandparents. Always be grateful. Be grateful if they're raising your kids or kid, because you only have one set of parents and two sets of grandparents. So always be grateful. I've had a difficult life. Well, not like a difficult life, but I've made a lot of wrong choices, and nobody's perfect. Treat everybody with kindness. There's no sense of having a lot of hate around. Respect your elders. Do things to help each other. When I go into a store and I see people, I always give them compliments, because you never know what they're dealing with. You never know if they're having a bad day or if they're going through something. Always tell them, like, have a nice day, or give them a nice compliment. I do that with everybody when I go into a store. And then when I'm waiting outside or waiting inside and people are coming in or going out, I tell them to have a nice day. It's just kindness. The world needs more kindness and less hate. But anyways, I'm gonna do a physical health video separately, because this video was a little too much for me. It made me cry, but I try to smile every day. I just wanted to share this video because it was on my mind. The PTSD and, the depression I get because of certain situations, like not having my kid. But he does know that I'm his biological mom. And last year he surprised me on Mother's Day with a bouquet of flowers. And I almost cried. And he's my whole world, and he's the reason why I quit alcohol. I'm trying to quit tobacco. I think he's my inspiration to quit. So, I hope you guys like this video. I just wanted to share a little bit about my life and how my life was. And I went through a lot for that kid through that whole pregnancy. I had a hard time with it, but he was worth every penny of it. Anyways, maybe this video will help others. And don't ever give up. No matter how hard it is, do not give up. Because you'll come out stronger in the end. And you probably matter to a lot of people. A lot of people probably care about you. Help this video go viral, please. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment on the bottom in the comment section, and help me make this video go viral. And help me get to 500 subscribers by June. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And thank you for watching. Bye.